Welcome to the Soul Connection Podcast, the place where you get the tools to truly connect to yourself. I am your host, Katie Arnold. Grab your journal, find your comfortable meditation position, and let's connect. Hi, friends. Thank you for joining me again today for the Soul Connection podcast and your soul connection practice. I am your host, Katie Arnold, and today's meditation is a mindful sound meditation. So last week we did our present moment meditation, which put all of our senses into play one at a time to really pull us into that present moment, right? Well, today we are going to get really specific and focus solely on the sounds in our environment. So, as you may or may not know, if you follow me on Instagram, last week I was in Cabo in Mexico on vacation, and the resort that I was staying at backed right up to the ocean. And while it's not safe to go swimming in that ocean, the waves are absolutely insane, that they could get really dangerous really quickly, but they're amazing to listen to. And I can't tell you all the number of mornings, pretty much every single morning, I woke up to watch the sunrise and just listen and soak in the sound of the waves crashing, and essentially meditating and doing this mindful sound meditation with the sounds of the ocean as my backdrop. Now, I say all that not in any way to make you jealous or anything of my trip. That's not the goal at all. But to encourage you, if you have the ability to get out in nature somewhere, this is a beautiful meditation to do in that sort of environment. You can do this meditation just as easily, just as perfectly in your home, sitting on your couch, sitting on your bed, sitting on the floor, whatever works for you. But if you ever get the opportunity and you find yourself in nature and you can just sit down on a rock, in the grass, like on the beach, do this meditation then too. And it's just so beautiful. There's so many beautiful sounds that you get to soak in. And the landscape, the musical landscape of nature is a really beautiful place to end up in. Now, before we get to our practice for today, I just want to remind you that if you like to pair your meditation and journaling practice with some movement, I have a free mindful movement class calendar, which is linked in the show notes in the description for this episode. And it's totally free. It'll help guide you through picking a mindful movement practice for you today, depending on where your body is at. All of my classes are free. They're over on YouTube, and this mindful movement class calendar is just the perfect pairing to go with it. And if you would take a moment to rate, review, subscribe to this podcast wherever you listen, I would be so grateful, and it ensures that the new podcast episodes are automatically downloaded to your podcast player of choice. Okay, I think that's all for today. Now go ahead, grab your journal, find your meditation position, and let's get to this mindful sound meditation. Find your comfortable meditation position. You can choose if you sit up straight on a chair or cushion, or find a comfortable space on the floor with the spine long. Let the eyes gently close, or rest your gaze on one unmoving point in front of you. Feel the gentle rise and fall of the breath without any need to change it. Let the inhales flow naturally into the body, and let the exhales float back out with ease. This gentle breath is your grounding point, your anchor to the here and now, to this moment in space and time. And just let the breath be. Feeling the breath move and fill up every corner of your body, nourishing your entire being. And still not actually trying to change the breath in any way, but just being completely aware of its presence in your physical being. Start to shift your awareness to the sounds of your environment. Noticing the sounds nearby and the sounds maybe a little further away. Just allowing the sounds of your space to come and to let them go once again. There is no need to go searching for the sounds in your environment. And there is no need to give them a name, a space, a location. We're just simply noticing what comes up, whether they be loud or quiet, whether they're near or far, and also without that need to label them as good or bad. And if you notice the mind wander off and maybe follow the sound to a memory or association, can you just notice where the mind went? Release any judgment for the distraction and simply return back to the awareness of the present moment. Receiving the sounds of your environment and their gentle vibrations. Maybe you even notice the space between the sounds. That quiet noise that exists even in the silence. And when the mind veers in other directions, if you notice yourself become ungrounded, return back to the gentle breath to reground your energy and return back to the present. Now return to the feeling of the gentle rise and fall of the breath in your physical body. And when you're ready, blink the eyes open and release yourself from your meditation practice. Go ahead and grab your journal now. And the prompt I want you to write on is, "This is what I heard and experienced by listening to the world and nature around me." This is what I heard and experienced by listening to the world and nature around me. Journal on that. And have a beautiful day.